Hello, so for today's video we're going to be testing out the Sleek Lifeproof Concealer and Foundation. So the first product we're going to talk about is the foundation. So this is what the packaging looks like. So this comes in 24 shades, which is really impressive. Sleek actually have amazing shade ranges, like throughout everything: concealers, foundations, bronzers, blushes, you name it, they've got it. So I'm really impressed with that. So I picked up the shade LP03, which I'm pretty sure was fair with warm undertones, because I feel like my face has got a lot more redness but my neck's more warm. So I've been trying like neutral to see how it gets on. It always looks really off, so I'm hoping that this works a bit better. So it is medium to full coverage, sweat proof and oil free. So life-proof your look with this foundation that goes the distance. Soft focus powders creates a blurring effect that helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines. The oil-free formula can help skin look even and shine-free while imperfections are concealed. So this sounds really amazing. It retails for $8.99 on Boots. Superdrug used to sell Sleek, but I think they've stopped now, and I don't know why. Like maybe they're just like exclusive to Boots. No, they can't be, because I think they also sell it on ASOS as well. So yeah, let's put this to the test. So you get 1 fluid ounce, which is typical in a foundation. Yeah, I'm going to put this onto a palette first. So I've already primed the skin. I used the Fab Primer and then the Pixie Glow, what is it? Pixie Glow Mist, which just looks like so. Yeah, so let's just squeeze this out. And so you've got the little peely thing. So I wouldn't say it's overly thick, but I wouldn't say it's like overly runny. It's sort of in between, like it's slowly dripping down the palette. I don't know why, but I just expected it to be a lot more thicker. Maybe because it's like medium to full coverage, that they tend to be a lot thicker. So I'm going to do one side beauty blender and one side brush. So let's just apply this to the face. Hopefully. Oh, this looks dark. Oh, damn. Okay, that is really dark. I don't think that's going to match me at all, but we're going to have to make it work. So taking the beauty blender and just patting that in. Actually, it's not looking too dark. I'm surprised. I thought it would look a little bit darker, but once blending it out, it's not too bad. I like the consistency, like it doesn't feel very matte. So I don't know what kind of finish it gives. I should have probably looked that up. But looking at it, it sort of looks demi-matte, so it's like a satin finish. It looks really nice on the skin. Definitely could do with another layer, but I'm going to go in with the brush first to see how I like it with a brush. But with a beauty blender, it's looking really nice. It's not clinging to anything, none of my texture and stuff. Yeah, looks really pretty. So I'm taking the, I think it's the Spectrum B01. Yeah, the Spectrum B01 to blend this out. Okay, so this is what both sides look like. I'm probably getting a little bit more coverage with the brush. Definitely feel like I'm getting a bit more coverage with the brush, but I feel like my skin looks a little bit less dry on this side with the beauty blender. So maybe going ahead and applying it with the brush and then just going over it with a beauty blender would be a good idea, because I feel like it's just looking like not overly dry, but just like a little bit dry on, especially on the cheek area. But other than that, I think it looks really nice. Just looks like a nice good foundation. So I'm just gonna finish off applying some more layers. So I'm just going to add a little bit more on the other side. So the rest of my foundation is on, like it's all covered and everything, and I think it looks really nice. It's not looking too dry or anything. It's looking a little bit dry here, but nothing like majorly bad. It applied really nice, really easy. It doesn't feel sticky at all either. Like, I feel like if I went like this, I'd get no foundation anywhere, which is quite nice. I feel like I'm pretty sure it said, yes, soft focus powders on the back. And I feel like it's definitely done that. Like it's sort of put a little bit of a, like if I went in with a powder, I feel like it sort of give that effect of the foundation, which is nice because obviously you don't have to set the face if you didn't want to, which I feel like I'm not going to. But I feel like I could douse my skin in some like setting spray and it looked even better. But I'm really, really impressed. So moving on to the concealer. So this is the Lifeproof Concealer. So I picked up the shade Flat White. And on Boots website, it doesn't say, like, this is what annoys me with companies when they do this. Like, say, like, you're ordering a foundation, and you're like, oh, what shade is it? It'll just be, like, LP03, and you're like, well, what is that? That can be anything. So I hate it when they don't put, oh, like, this is fair with neutral undertones and blah, blah, blah undertones. So it does my head in, and, like, none of Boots, like, none of their makeup do that. So I went onto Sleek's website hoping that I could see something, but there was nothing on there saying what it was. So I literally just picked up the first shade because obviously I'm fair, but obviously they need to get on there and need to sort that out. But yeah, it retails for $6.99. And let's read the description. So concealer is your secret beauty weapon. Hide imperfections and get beautiful flawless skin with our Lifeproof Concealer. This easy to blend formula effectively covers dark circles with long wearing, full coverage and matte finish formula. Also perfect for those who like to highlight and contour. Okay, so I'm a little bit worried about it being matte because my under eyes are dry as hell. Like it does look a little bit creasy under there quite a bit. So you do get 7.4 millilitres, which in the Tarte one, I think you get 10. So that's pretty impressive for the size because the Makeup Revolution one isn't all that big. Yeah, see what I mean? This is 3.4. So I feel like this is a good size concealer. Let's just open this up. Oh, it's quite a small wand. Like I was expecting something really chunky because of the size of the tube. So that's really weird. I don't know, like I was just expecting some fat off like applicator. Yeah, it's quite small. So let's just go in and apply this. That was actually quite nice to apply because it's got such a small brush. You can really sort of draw the lines, which is obviously really nice to have. So I'm going to take the Kat Von D concealer brush. I don't actually know the number of it. It's worn off, but you'll find it on there somehow. Just type in Kat Von D concealer brush. You'll find it. I'm just going to pat that out with this first, and then I will go in with the Beauty Blender just to smooth everything over. So that is pretty damn light. Might be a little bit too light, but hopefully when we blend it out, the Beauty Blender, we can take some of that away. I feel like once we bronze up the skin, we won't look so washed out. I'd definitely say that's full coverage, like it's covering quite a bit under there. It does look a little bit creasy, but concealers crease on me anyway. Like it was like the Tarte Shape Tape doesn't crease like it's the most brilliant. No, it creases on me. Like all concealers will crease if you've got under eye bags and things like this. Like I've got like wrinkles and stuff under there. It's gonna crease no matter what. But obviously you don't want it to look dry. You don't want it to look horrible. And at the minute, it's just looking like a nice concealer. But what I typically do with my concealer, like I have an Hourglass, it's like a Veil thing. Where is it? Yeah, it's like this. It's like a Veil retouching fluid, and it's like gives like a glossy sort of look to the eye, so it doesn't look too dry under there. So I like to put a bit of that on, but obviously for the sake of it, I don't want to because I want to see how this wears on its own. But I typically would go in with something like that. So I will do the other eye after, but I'm just going to take it down the nose, on this bit, Cupid's eye, dot on the chin, and then some on the forehead. Just doing the same thing, just blending it out with the Kat Von D brush, and then go in with the Beauty Blender after. yeah, it looks really nice. I look really nice and highlighted. Obviously I haven't done this eye yet, so I wanted to sort of show you the difference between the under eye. So obviously you can see quite a bit of darkness through here, and looks like it's brightened it up quite a bit. I want to say it's full coverage, but it's definitely got some coverage to it. I'm liking it. Yeah, I do. So I'm just going to finish up the other eye, and then I'll be back to powder and stuff, and we'll see how it looks like after I've powdered the under eye. So the powder I am going to set with today is the RCMA No Colour Powder. So I'm just going to take that on a Crown Brush C530. Just want to make sure this is all blended. So looking at it, the powder looks like it's sitting really funny here in my under eye. Like it looks like I've got a chunk of powder there. So I'm just going to see if I can dust it away, I guess. Maybe I applied a bit too much. And again, it shouldn't be an issue if you like bake and stuff. I'm just going to take a little bit less powder for this side. I feel like that looks a lot better. I feel like it's just sitting really funny here. Maybe with this, maybe it's not a good baking concealer. It looks like it's okay when you just apply it a little bit. I mean, my under eyes just look how they usually would. It's nothing too bad, but yeah. I feel like it took that powder really funny on the eye though, so yeah, I'm definitely going to use a lighter hand with powder next time, because this one looks fine. I just feel like it's sitting here really weird. I don't know, but we're going to apply the rest of the makeup and then I'll be back to do check-in times and everything like that. Okay, so the rest of my face is on. Everything will be listed in the bottom bar. Obviously I've got mascara on my concealer, which I really didn't want to do because obviously now I'm going to have to pick at this, which could probably move the concealer, which I'm hoping it does not. But you know, things happen. We're going to move past it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set one side of my face, because I typically would set my face anyway. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this foundation's awful, and then I love it when it's set. So I am going to take a bit of the Pixie Glow Mist. It's a really good shake. And just go ahead and set this side of my face. So the Pixie Glow Mist I thought was like a setting spray, but it just adds like a little bit of glow and like hydration to the skin, which is kind of like the MAC Fix Plus kind of thing. So yeah, obviously it's not a setting spray, so we're not going to see if it lasts any longer, but we're going to see if it sort of stays like refreshed and a bit glowy, I guess, rather than this side. So we'll see if it makes any difference and if it doesn't. But yeah, I really like how it looks so far. So the check-in time is... oh no, I don't want to unlock my phone. It's basically almost 4 o'clock. We've got 5 minutes till we get there. So yeah, we'll do check-ins later on just to see how everything went. Okay, so the check-in time is 10:20. So going close up, the concealer, excuse this big mascara goop, isn't looking too bad. Not the best. It's like a little bit dry under there, but nothing like, oh, it's super dry and it's like really cakey and horrible. It just looks how concealer looks. I mean, on the rest of the face it looks fine. Foundation, where I've been wearing glasses, is all like peeling off. So hopefully with the setting spray it doesn't do that. Because if it does, like, it's really bad, obviously, if you do wear glasses all the time. Like, I literally wore it for a couple of hours and it's literally just like peeled off my nose. It's looking like, it looks really dry on this side, but this side looks fine where we put the setting spray. Like, I feel like it's just looking a bit dry on the cheeks, but on this side it's not looking too bad. So overall I'm going to give it another try with setting spray and then like the Pixie Glow thing, or Mario Badescu facial spray, which I love. So I do want to give it another try because I think it is a nice foundation. Just obviously a few little issues that I think could be fixed. So I'm not giving it a thumbs up, I'm not giving it a thumbs down, so it's like in the middle. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it.